Right-hander Tyler Grenn is the best pitcher in the Patriot League. At least that's what ERA tells you. 2.2 ERA after 6 strong in Game 1's win against Army-Navy. 5-2 over the Black Knights. Tyler, what has been the difference for you this year?
Man, our team has been very dominant so far. Offensively, we're just getting it together, and that just helps me as a pitcher. Once they're doing their thing and I see that, it really helps me when I'm pitching.
What is it like seeing your team explode for 6 hits, playing the small ball, getting 3 runs, giving you that lead?
Man, that's what we work on in practice every day. Just seeing them execute and just doing their thing is just really pleasing to see.
You maxed out at 88 miles an hour today on your fastball. However, you kept the Black Knights off balance. How does your repertoire work for you in that situation?
Pitch execution. It's always been a thing of mine. Just executing the pitches, trusting our coaches, and just doing my thing.
And what is your level of trust with your first-year head coach, Chuck Ristano?
Oh, it's high. Just the way he talks to us, the way we trust him is the biggest part, and he does a lot for us as a team, and we're just wanting to get behind him and win every game we possibly can for him.
You mentioned your position players were sharp out of the gate today. Why were they so locked in for this first game?
It's a little bit different when Army's here, obviously. And we made a statement this week that, hey, this is the games that we scheduled very far back, that we circled, and we wanted to win this one for Coach and everyone else.
And why was it important to win this one for Coach?
It was important for us to win this one for him because it's his first Army-Navy game experience, and we wanted to show him that we're capable of these games and these moments.
Well, congrats, Tyler. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you.
We've also got head coach Chuck Ristano here, and just talked to your right-hander Tyler Grenn. He said it was so important to get that Game 1 win for you. Why was it important for you to get that first one against Army?
You can't help but feel how the energy kind of changes when Army comes to town, and you could see it in the bleachers. And, Tyler has been the most reliable performer that we've had so far, so it was easy to give him the baseball, and he put together a performance that we expected him to put together. But it was not quite as dominant as it was against Bucknell last weekend, and to be honest, it says a lot more about the level of pitcher he's becoming, that he can evade some of the traffic that he had to deal with and still put that kind of effort together.
He maxed out at 88 today, and yet he said his pitch execution was what got him through those tough moments. What did you see from him in those high-leverage situations?
Well, fastball command is always, regardless of if you've got a 78-mile-an-hour fastball or a 99-mile-an-hour fastball, if you can command a fastball, I think you can have good results. And I think we'll play pretty high-level infield defense. We'll typically play pretty high-level outfield defense, and Tyler understands that. And when you can expand the strike zone like he did with his fastball, he gets the results that he gets. There's nothing wildly overpowering about it, but somebody like that can be wildly effective when they can execute pitches, and pitch execution is obviously the name of the game.
That early rally, 6 hits and 3 runs, what did you like from your team's approach?
We did a really good job of battling with 2 strikes. We had the entire offensive playbook open, and we ran a little bit, we short gamed a little bit, we 2-strike hit a little bit. And I think that was the story of how we were able to put runs on the board. Now, you turn around and we get 3 runs in an inning, it ends up bases loaded, nobody out, and they go punch out 1, 2, 3 in our order, and the next ball in play is a fly ball lost in left field. So we had 4 bad outcomes go against us, and that's where that starting pitcher can be the sheriff and take control, and that's why he was able to manage, and they gave up the 1 run there. So I really like the fact that we bent a little bit, but never broke. We bent and then we swung back, and every guy who maybe had a defensive miscue in that first game went on to do something really productive with the bat, and that's a really good testament to these guys' resilience.
And that level of focus you mentioned, being able to be sharp in moments like this, what does it say about the team that you've built this first year?
Well, I think it's mature, and it's mature because you've got some age, and I think it's mature because you've got some young guys who are thrust into a pretty significant role, and they're feeding off of kind of how the older guys go about their business. So I'm really energized by some of the progress of the young guys, even the ones that you may not see in the lineup every day. That's really encouraging for our team and on a bigger scope for our program as well.
And having a guy like Hudson Leonard's back in the lineup, how has he influenced this team for the better?
he plays the style of baseball that I ultimately would like to both recruit to and play on a regular basis. He has a little bit of juice where he can extra base hit. He plays high-level defensive outfield, and he can run and bunt, and I think that style of player jives really well with the style of offense I think we want to play this year and quite honestly beyond. So, and he's mature. He's capable of impacting the game in virtually every phase.
Chuck, thank you and congrats.
Thanks, Luke.